good? It's your girl Chrissy, baby, triple B. Don't forget the extra B because I am extra and you are now tuned into the Est.Blish way. Thank you so guys for tuning into my video and I hope that you enjoy this video. Before you continue, just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you leave some comments down below. You know, just let me know what you want to see. This set, well, it's not really a set, but this nail that I'm working on is kind of like a promo nail. I'm gonna try to do the letter E and then put some, you know, designs on it just to like tap into different types of design techniques and things like that. So this is really what this is all about. I'm gonna be getting into some 3D flower application and then as well as some line art, how to get that perfect design when you're, or how to get that line work looking real good when you're not too good at lines. My methods that I use and, you know, anything else that I have in the video. So like I said, thank you so much for watching. I'm not really going to be talking too much. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy. So I was gonna go in and file the actual tip, but I decided not to due to the flimsiness of the E. I didn't want to mess up the structure of the E, so I just decided to leave it the way it was. So right now I'm about to get into the application. I really don't have a set method on how I'm applying the acrylic to this shape. Being that there are some spaces, I kind of just put it on and cleaned it up as I went along. Just to like basically shape out the shape of the nail with the acrylic. So that's really what my plan was, just to get it on there. And then when it comes to like details and stuff, I just clean it up when I file. I'm pretty sure this would apply to like all shapes, but when it came to the E, I definitely wanted to focus on the, I guess the ends of the E. So that's where you see me applying it to those 3 parts to make sure that that has a good amount of structure and it's not being, it's not too thin on application. So I definitely wanted to pay a lot of attention. Here I'm just brushing it out to kind of blend those beads in. So yeah, and you see how when I pushed it, it kind of like moved a little bit. If I was to like go in and file it or like try to, you know, do anything to the shape of the nail, it would have bent those pieces. So, you know, this is kind of, I guess this would be like my best way of going about this. And so here I'm just building some more surface area for the design. I did want to give me a little bit more room so that I can like put some more designs on there to complement the E. Not really sure where I was trying to go with this design. I knew that I just wanted to do a whole bunch of different things and try a whole bunch of different techniques to see if this would be even something that I would be comfortable doing. I don't really see anybody wanting to like get a set of letters on their nails, but you know, if you ever want to, now you know that I can do it. But I definitely can't wait to show you how it turns out. I'm not too big on the actual design of the nail because I feel like it was kind of all over the place, but I'm definitely gonna try this again with like a different design and see how it goes. Now we're about to get into this one right here. And I'm just gonna start by filing the side. Making sure everything's even. I'm trying to get this little bulk off as well. Because I said I was going to leave that alone. You know, and I was just going to file it. Because if I was to try to file it like this, then it would have been too flimsy and everything would have bent and gotten out of shape. And it would have made the whole process a little bit more difficult. So I chose to just leave everything alone so that, you know, we can just go from here. Now the goal for this, hold on, let me that's a little right. The goal for this is to get those E's, like the spaces in between the E's, as crisp as possible. You know, like it's not even like, look at that. That is so cute. Do you see? That is so adorable. All right, so what I'm gonna try and do is I'm going to use this bit. Go in this bit. This will get up in there. You know? And I can just keep it like that. And I can just keep it like that. And I can just keep it like that. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh my God, y'all. I'm having so much fun. If y'all can't tell, Damn, I got the crumple. That might be a nice little fun idea. But look, that go nicely. That go nicely. I'm definitely going to have to buff up the side, like buff everything out. But that's what we want. All right, so now that we got the shape of the nail that we want, I was really satisfied with, you know, the nail, if you couldn't tell. So now we're about to get into the 3D flower part. I just took some nail glue and placed the rhinestone in that part, and that'll be my center. And then I'm gonna go in and place the 3D petals around it. Now, what I've learned on my nail artistry journey is that when it comes to picking up the 3D beads for your flowers, you have to be very patient. The ratio has to be top tier. You see how when I place a bead it didn't move? That's how you know your ratio is set. If it moves, if it's running, you know, then your ratio is a little bit off. But it literally stayed in place until I was ready to mold it and shape it into the petal that we're trying to get, or the shape that we're trying to get. So another thing that I realized is that when I was practicing the 3D nails or the 3D flowers before, was that I was putting too much pressure and I was playing with it too much. So at a certain point, if you mess with it too much, if you mold it or shape it too much, it'll just lose its, you know, volume. So, you know, don't overwork the bead, don't overwork the shape. Just, you know, if it gets, once you put that dent in it, literally that's all you need, and just work on your next flower. And I do apologize for the focus on the camera. I know it's terrible, but my hand kept getting in the way and I'm just not seeing this. So yeah, we just gonna have to bear with me on that. So here is what I was talking about. So my ratio for this bead was a little bit off. There was too much monomer over the powder and it ran a little bit in, but don't panic, just hold it. I'd say the cure for a runny bead is to hold the bead in place. As soon as you place it on the nail and you see that it's spreading a little bit too much, keep your brush on it. Hold the bead until you feel like it's caught enough structure to where you can mold it. So that's what I did there. I basically just waited for it to build up a little bit, and then when it started to run into the other places, I know you can't really tell because of the focus, but I would clean up where it's connecting with the other bead to kind of help define that petal. So yeah, I worked a little bit too much and it did kind of like look a little bit different from the others, as well as the last bead that I'm about to place is going to look a little bit different as well. But that's a good example as to the ratio being a little bit off. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. into the hand-drawn nail art of the look. I wanted to basically complement the E within the S and the T to signify the Est.Blish brand. So here I am just outlining my S, going in lightly with some white gel polish to curve out or to trace out how I want my S to look, the thickness of it, the curves of it, and basically, you know, the foundation of the S before I move on to the T. So like I said, I'll do the same thing for the T, and then it'll all come together. And then I'll go in and you'll see me outlining with black as well, just to define it a little bit more. So now I'm about to go in and outline the T. I also want to clean up the S a little bit, so you're going to see me going into the S and outlining it a little bit more, as well as going in with some more white gel polish to kind of clean up those black marks that are like beneath the black line, because I wanted it to be as clean as possible. And that is kind of like a technique that I'll go in with when I go to do like the rest of my designs going forward, is making sure that after I fill in, I go back over with the black line, and then once I go with the black line, fill it in again. Like, I know it's a lot of steps, but I'm very tedious with my nail art, so I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure that it looks as clean as possible, and the lines are as defined as possible as well. Alright, so here is the gel polish that I use. I kind of rotate between D&D and Beetles. But before I go in with the top coat, I did want to jazz this nail up and put the stones on it. I got these off of Amazon, I believe. It might have been Shein. I know Shein has some really good products as well, especially for nail decor. So here I am going in with my Macart rhinestone gel. I've had this for a while, that's why it looks a little bit beat up. So I'm probably about to go in and buy another one just to have like a fresh formula. But that's the rhinestone gel that I use for all of my rhinestone application, as well as 3D application as well. So right now I'm just gonna go in and try and like size out different pieces to like go around the flower and then to go on the tips of the E as well. All right, so the last part of this design, I came across, I realized that I had this blooming gel in my thing, and I haven't used it in a while, but I wanted to do something with the white space of the S and the T. So I'm going in with some blooming gel to kind of like fill in the S and T with complementing colors to help kind of like give the look a little bit more jazz. So I'm gonna go in with a pink and an orange and kind of like swirl those out to give it that nice little finish. Dun, 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 dun. So now we are finally going in with our top coat, and we're gonna top this nail off with some glossy top coat. Like I mentioned before, this would be my Beetles top coat. I love how it finished. It doesn't leave a sticky residue or anything like that. It is perfect for all of my practice nails as well as clients, but I mainly use this for practice. So yes, this is the final product, and stay tuned to see the final look.